Hello everyone, how are you? Yay, we're back again. So today we will talk about divine men and what kind of traits in a man you should be very aware of. Sorry, I like to make my title sometimes a bit dramatic. Yeah, but we remember, take nothing so seriously. So beware of these men, okay? These are a few traits that very simple traits that if you pay attention to them when you're meeting a man, these are red flags that might seem very small to some people, but they're huge if you are a divine woman on a divine path seeking for your divine man, okay? So a real man, there's no real man or real woman really. Like when I always say real man or real woman, if you listen to me in the past, what I mean is a person who is on their divine path, on a path to find their own divinity and living in their true power. None of us are perfect. We're all learning as we're going as well. But this is what I refer to as a real man, okay? So also we know, ladies, you know, a real man makes us feel a certain way, you know, and not a real man makes us feel a certain way. So a real man he's not a hunter like we've been made to believe. A real man is a protector. That's his job. A divine man is a protector, and he's not a destroyer, he's a builder. So the symbolism of a divine man is a man who builds you something as a woman, who knows your job as a woman, as a sex priestess, because we were all sex priestesses. Well, not all of us. Some of us were witches, some of us were sex priestesses. I was a sex priestess, and I'm learning my ancient knowledge, like this ancient knowledge from sex priestesses of the temple. And I kind of didn't want to mention it like for the first 2 years of my YouTube channel, but I recently started to kind of say the secret on how I'm actually receiving this ancient knowledge. I will talk about it more in the past, and I will talk about it more in details in my future online courses that I will share. So a real man, he builds a woman a nest. He knows that she is the embodiment of the mother. She is the one who's going to create the rituals. She's going to be the one who is going to actually guide the sexual union. So he builds her a nest so that she can have a space to work and connect with a mother. And or either, you know, if they have children, she will take care of the children in that nest. So that's his kind of role, to create the nest, to build the home, and to keep it safe for the woman to do her work inside and connect, because he's going to receive all the connection that she's getting. Okay, that's a divine connection, that's a divine union, that's how it should be. Unfortunately, it's not. So, you know, and the woman, you know, we've been portrayed to be warriors in this dark masculine world, and there's a big agenda on showing women as warriors, and we are warriors to an extent. We're warriors of specific energies, but we're not supposed to be fighters. You know, this is not our job. So it's taking so much of our energy. If a man is not a divine masculine, then we have to take up the divine masculine role, and we have to fight for things, and it just takes all our power away and our focus from our true purpose. So the real woman is not a warrior, but she's a priestess. She's a creator, and she's the embodiment of the mother. Her job is to connect with the divine mother and bring that energy and love into this world. So a few things that I will mention right now on things that are really big red flags when you're meeting a man or when you like a man or whatever. Addiction. Okay, if a man is addicted to anything, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be porn, it could be food. Why? Because addiction is feminine. Addiction, the whole energy of addiction is actually a feminine power, okay? And if the man is addicted to something, that means 90% of the time he's in his feminine energy. And if you are a woman in your divine path, you want to be in your feminine all the time. So you want a man who's going to be fucking masculine. You're going to want a man who's going to be in his divine masculine. Very easy, okay? So addiction. Stay away from men who are addicted to anything. Even if they say they're not addicted, pay attention to what they're doing. If they take drugs every day, if they smoke every day, this is a very feminine force, okay? Number 2, if the guy is eating animals, okay? If you're in a divine path, you will not eat animals. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me because they don't want to face this very basic and ugly truth. But yes, people who eat animals are not on a divine path yet. They might want to be, they're not there yet. You cannot eat animals and be in a high vibration and be on a divine path. Eating animals in any form will put you in the lowest vibration possible, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So a man who eats animals, a big no-no, and I have felt that on my skin when I fell in love with guys before, and I never wanted to be with a man who eats animals, but once or twice I put that aside. I'm like, no, I see so much good in him. He's gonna stop eating animals at some point. Recently, I had an experience that literally shook me to my core, and I felt it in my body, in every part of my being, that how we're affected by being with someone, even just kissing someone who eats animals and you're not, and it messes you up vibrationally like you don't even know, okay? And plus, you don't want that. You want a man who's a protector. Remember, a divine man is a protector. He doesn't hurt other creatures. He doesn't have the desire to hurt any other creature. So that's not a divine way of living. Big red flag. That brings me to number 3, a man who hunts. A lot of men in this world think that being a man means to hunt. Yes, to an extent, you should hunt. You should have a purpose. A man is always in a state of energy that he has a purpose. He's got a mission, and he hunts for that mission. He hunts for that purpose, like a bow and arrow. That's a symbol. A bow and arrow is a symbol. Our world is filled with stories and symbols, and that's magic is very based on that. So when you see the bow and arrow symbol, that doesn't mean to go and fucking hunt an animal or a human being. That means you hunt a purpose. That is a very masculine way of living. That is a divine masculine way of living. So a man who hunts, no. You want a man who's a protector. Number 4, a man who's not on time. Very important. Now I will explain why. There's a clock right there, see? So time. The masculine, he's the ruler of time. The feminine is timeless. Feminine is just complete, beautiful chaos of timeless energy. The masculine, on the other hand, is the ruler of time. So if a man cannot be on time, if he says, I'm going to be there at 3, and he's there at 3:30 or at 5, that says a lot about his energy. And of course, if he does it once or twice, we're all late sometimes. But if you know what I'm talking about, this person that is constantly late and constantly not keeping up to his word, that is extremely undivine energy. And you should, of course, it's not the worst thing, but be aware of that. And if you really care about this man, you can mention something to him. But that is a very feminine way to live as well. And time is very important when it comes to observing your men. And I work on this stuff, by the way, on my Godman program that I do with men. And even if you have a boyfriend, a husband, you can send them to do this program. It changes you to the core. Okay, this program is intense. I don't accept any men to do it. Very few men are accepted to do it. Actually, with me, it's a 3-month intensive program. Link is down below. Check it out. See how you feel. So, a man who doesn't honor, number 5, a man who doesn't honor his word and is not reliable. Need I say more? I mean, we don't want anyone, men or women, that we can rely on their words, but come on, we know women how fucking important that is, because we need to feel safe with this man. If this man cannot keep his word, then we cannot feel safe around him. We cannot embody our divine feminine because we cannot relax around him. And men don't understand. Men like, oh, why are you making such a big deal out of this little tiny thing? This is not a tiny thing for a woman, because if you keep if you keep acting this way and not honoring your word, she will not trust you. She will not feel safe with you. It's very simple. And if she cannot be the divine feminine around you, And you cannot be the divine masculine around her. It's very simple things, people. It's just energy and how it works. And, you know, and us women, we're so fucking sensitive to that shit. So, number 6, I think. So, he doesn't listen to your, like, small remarks and things that you ask for. You know, and these are like the little things in the everyday life, ladies, that I'm talking about. Like, oh, I really like the color red, or I like to eat this, I like to eat that, I like to take a walk every day. I'm just making shit up right now, but you know, it's like little remarks that you are telling him about yourself, and he never remembers. He never remembers the things that you like. He never actually listens to you. And then there are those men who will remember the tiniest thing you said like 3 months ago, and that's amazing. You want a man who's attentive. You know, his job is, again, to build a nest. So in order to build his woman a nest, he needs to know what kind of nest she likes. You know, he needs to know what kind of twigs she likes in a nest, and if she likes them purple or she likes them pink. It's energy. It's all symbolic. So, and again, this is not a huge one. You can actually have conversations about this if it bothers you. And some men can change this specific thing, but it is very important for the long run to build the future with a divine man. Number 7, I think. I lost count. So see, because I'm feminine, I lose count. I'm not like a structural person. So if he's not living in integrity with himself or with the world, a huge one. If he says, I care about people, I care about the planet, I wanna make a change, but he's eating animals, and he lies to his friends, and he steals money, or whatever. It could be small things, it could be big things, it doesn't matter, but he's not in integrity with what he says that he is, and he doesn't live in alignment with who he is. Big no-no, okay? Be very careful with men like that. You don't want to hear ever what a man says. His words mean nothing. You want to see his actions. I say that many times. I'm going to keep repeating that. So, number 33. I have no idea what number I'm at. He does not have a purpose. Now, I know that some of you ladies are going to say, yeah, but you know, we can be together and the man could find his purpose when we're together. Absolutely. That could definitely happen. What I'm saying is don't bet on that and don't wait for that to happen. Okay? Because if you're like 18 or 25 and you're not ready to find your divine man, it's fine. You know, even though I feel like every woman on her divine path needs a man with a purpose. But especially when you know that you're ready to build something with a divine man in your life, don't stick around to wait for him to find his purpose, because he probably won't. Okay? If a man doesn't have a purpose, and if he cannot tell you what his purpose is, you do what you want with that. I'm just saying, it's a huge one. So yeah, I think it's just the reason why this was important to make this video is because I have so many beautiful sisters, and we all make this mistake. We waste our energy and our time on men that are not worth it, you know? And this is the most crucial time ever in our history to protect and preserve your feminine power. We are all connecting with the Divine Mother again on deeper levels. We're connecting with each other through our wombs. We're connecting with true wisdom and power and our sexuality. So it's awakening in all of us right now. And she needs all of us, all her daughters, to be strong and to be in our full power and in our full potential, because she wants to bring her energy through us to be birthed into the world. She's bringing this information of divine sex magic through me, for example. And I'm writing a lot of books that she is like literally bringing through me, like I'm birthing them like a child, to bring her knowledge into the world. And every sister I know is doing it in her way, bringing something, birthing something into the world. You do not want to taint your womb and your energy and your energy field with men that are going to take away your power. You want men to give you, okay? You want men who give power, because that's their essence. They're givers. We are receivers. So it's very, very crucial to protect and preserve our powers again. So the feminine is growing tremendously right now. And the more feminine you will be, divine feminine, the more it's, you know, the world is polarity. So the more divine feminine we bring, the more divine masculine is going to come as well. So the more you work on your divine feminine and be in that state, you will actually help create more divine masculine in the world. It's really important. So yeah, and we can't take shit anymore. I'm sorry, girls. We've taken shit from the masculine for a long time. And even though there are a lot of like beautiful men who want to bring like beautiful things into the world, a lot of them are still subconsciously even are stuck on the dark masculine world way of thinking. So we want to shift that. We want to change that. So we're not going to take shit, but we're going to do it with love. We're going to do it with gratitude. We're going to do it with embracing the masculine, not pushing them away, okay? But we're going to embrace divine masculine. We're not going to embrace dark masculine anymore. It's not acceptable in my life, and it should not be acceptable in anyone's life. And also the dark feminine should not be acceptable in your life. I am not taking any dark feminine or dark masculine in my life anymore, including myself. That's why I always do shadow work. I check myself in the mirror every day to make sure I am living in alignment and I am living in my own purpose so that I can create that energy around me. I'm a servant of the Mother, and I pray for the awakening of all men, women, and children on planet Earth. Thank you.